जाडा झाला जायला हा विरल भेंडी पैसे का जास्त वाटायला लागले
ट्विंकल जी आपके सामने यहाँ पे ट्विंकल जी आपके सेंटर में ट्विंकल हियर ऑन योर लेफ्ट मैम ऑन योर लेफ्ट मैम ऑन योर लेफ्ट
मैम रुकिए सेंटर प्लीज
मैम यहाँ सामने
ट्विंकल मैम यहाँ पे
ट्विंकल जी
थैंक यू नोटबुक चाहिए था मैम
राइट राइट
ट्विंकल जी क्या
मैडम एक मिनट
मैम राइट मैम यहाँ
मैम ऑन योर लेफ्ट प्लीज मैम सेंटर मैम मैम ऑन योर लेफ्ट सेंटर ट्विंकल जी सेंटर
मैडम यहाँ सामने
थैंक यू
बड़ा पाव ताकत बनेगा
हाँ हॅलो हो पोचलो का
क्या रे निवांत
हो मी तर सांगितलं याला काय म्हणून आला की सांगतोय हाँ मी सांगतो
मैम यो मैम राइट में मैम राइट में मैम सेंटर है मैम सेंटर है मैम हियर एक्सक्यूज मी एक्सक्यूज मी मैम सेंटर प्लीज मैम सेंटर थैंक यू मैम सेंटर प्लीज मैम सेंटर में डिम्पल जी यहाँ पे सामने मैम ऑन योर लेफ्ट मैम ऑन योर लेफ्ट
मैम यहाँ मैम
डिम्पल जी
मैम सामने
मॅडम समोर इकडे
मॅडम समोर एक मिनिट
मॅडम समोर तुमच्या लेफ्टला मॅडम इकडे समोर मॅम डिम्पल जी मॅडम इकडे
एक मिनट बुक प्लीज
Without background.
Sir, center please. Right side. On your left here.
सर सेंटर
Sir, right body.
जी बॉबी सर मैम यहाँ पे मैम बॉबी
सर यहाँ पे
बॉबी सर राइट साइड बॉबी सर यहाँ पे सामने आपके सर बॉबी सर अनु जी अनु जी
थोड़ा सा
अभी भी थोड़ा लाइट कम है
लाइट चालू करो ना, लाइन में कर के इसी चालू नहीं है लाइट नहीं ना, क्या बात कर रहे हो? इतना बड़ा इवेंट, इतना अच्छा इवेंट हुआ तो लाइट चालू है। अभी किधर है?
सर सामने आपके जी आपके सामने लेफ्ट लेफ्ट सर इकडे लेफ्टला सर या सर सर थँक यू सर लेफ्ट में सर गौरी जी अरे वेट वो सब ही बाकी जी यार दिस साइड गौरी जी राइट सर ओके थैंक यू सर राइट ला सामने अच्छी सर लेफ्ट लेफ्ट अक्षय सर लेफ्ट सर तुमच्या समोर सर अक्षय सर साहेब इकडे साहेब इकडे साहेब अक्षय हियर लेफ्ट लेफ्ट या साहेब इकडे साहेब 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 इकडे हा इकडे जल्दी चालू सर मॅडम येते सर आपके सामने
लाइट चालू कर यार, चालू नहीं कर रहे यार, रूम नहीं किया मेरा होल्ड 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 नहीं
आपके सामने सर मैम लेफ्ट राइट है
यार कोई पांडे तो आगे जाए।
मैम हियर
मैम यार
मैम हियर राइट साइड मैम सेंटर
हाँ
सर स्ट्रेट है सर या एक्सक्यूज मी सर राइट सर आपके सामने सर या सेंटर अरे
सिम्बा इधर इधर अभी चल लीजिए
रणवीर 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 वन विदाउट बुक स्टूडियो में रोज
मैंने कुछ नहीं बोला जब से वो
संग्राम 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 भालेराव भालेराव
बार सुप्रीम कोर्ट के लिए तालियां
बड़ी बात हो गई अच्छी बात हो गई ओके थैंक यू आई सी यू लेटर
सर बाजा रेडियो के साथ
माना जी यहाँ पर माना जी यहाँ पर मैम आ जाता हूँ सॉरी बुक भी उठा लो
सर इधर टाल लीजिए सर लेफ्ट सिकंदर सर इधर इधर
जो लेना 4-5
सर वन विद द बुक बुक
मैं स्लाइड नहीं दिया क्या
सिकंदर सिकंदर थैंक यू
377 not there anymore
यार ये नाटक
सोनम जी आपके सामने यहाँ पे सोनम जी
राइट
सोनम जी यहाँ से चालू करो
सोनम जी राइट साइड मैम सामने सोनम मैम राइट में प्लीज सोनम मैम राइट मैम यहाँ मैम यहाँ
Sonam to do some readings for us so you get a flavor of this wonderful on stage.
Hi and good evening, and before I call Tina on stage, I thought that all the praise is now over and done with, and now it's time for me. And thank you, Chiki. I know that you've heard that several times from Tina, that you know that you're not hard enough on her. I'm waiting to hear that from someone very soon. That would be quite nice, actually, in my case. Tina, what do I say about you? Thank God you're not an actress. And you saved me so many times because of that. And by your own admission, you didn't want to be an actor. And like she says to me, that she saved me. And that's why there's Rani Mukherjee in the film, because you have to know that the very first film And the first narration I ever did for anyone on Kuch Kuch Hota Hai was to Tina, and that's why the character's called Tina. And of course, she heard the first half and got back to me and said she doesn't want to do it. I still actually called the character Tina and went ahead. What began from then on was an interesting journey of two childhood friends. And I even went to boarding school because of my mother and her mother, and that was a torturous experience. And that is in my book, so you must read it. That's not by this publishing house, but it's still a book that I wrote. But it began a beautiful journey, as I said, of two childhood friends, and she really has, and I say this, I've seen her through all shapes and sizes, and I'm not talking about her physically. I will not body shame, that's wrong. No one should body shame, and I can least afford to. But shapes and sizes of her career, it's been a wondrous career. From the time, like Shiki said, she started writing columns, to the time that she actually became a celebrated columnist, and then an author, best-selling author, and she just told me how my book sold 30,000 copies and hers sold 130,000 copies. I was shown my place. I was shown my place right before I was here to praise her. Yes, I agree. You are a rock star, a bona fide genius, a talent that it has no bounds, infinite talent, Tina. Glorious, glamorous, beautiful, and intelligent. You break the stereotype in every which way and the glass ceiling. And in this case, your pajamas are forgiving, I'm not sure, but your husband is definitely forgiving. Because I know what he has to put up with every time you come up with a column. There is always a prayer I think Akshay makes that God, save my house from being stoned, because you never know what you're going to write. This book, I have to say, is an exceptional book. And I'm going to say this to her when we have the chat, of course, which will be in a few seconds. But it is an exceptional book. It has every beat that you can find out in a book that has character development, is saying something solid, it has the emotional journey, and it is hilarious. And I really want you all to discover Pajamas Are Forgiving when you do read it, because it is an exceptional read. A read that I actually went through from evening to night. It was a fast read, exceptional, and I think it's her best book to date. And I really believe that she is really a force of nature. And so before I say any more, I'm going to call you on stage for our little tete-a-tete. Tina, the stage is all yours. No, you sit here. My left profile is better.
My God. So I also want to share something, that this Kuch Kuch Hota story is 20 years old, and in fact tomorrow Karan is directing me for the first time ever for an ad film. And God save your soul, because I still can't act at all, which you'll discover.
No, I've accounted for time on that. We just asked for some more time just because I know you're in the frame. But I'm actually directing her. It's been 20 years since Kuch Kuch Hota. I never managed to get her in my first film.
Just remember, Balki directed our last ad together, and you have to do a good enough job.
Yeah, that was also told to me, by the way, Balki. That, you know, that ad is amazing and you have to do better than that. After she told me her book sold many more copies than mine did.
100,000 more
All right,
copies.
so this is not about me, this is about you. And we're going to chat about this wonderful book. Firstly, and I think everybody in this room really wants to know, why this title, Pajamas Are Forgiving?
Well, two things. One, it fits the story, because in that the protagonists are wearing pajamas throughout, right from the beginning to the end. The other one, because I think it's an allegory of life itself, where if you have pajamas, and it's up to you to, you know, find how tight you want to tie your drawstring or not. And I think by nature sometimes we're too forgiving, our drawstring is too loose, and then we end up without any pants on. So that is one thing. But the title came to me, it was, I remember a couple of years ago, it was Diwali, and after 2 weeks of drinking and eating and having lots of mithai and wearing Indian clothes, I was standing in front of my closet and trying on a pair of jeans, and they did not fit. And the line popped into my head that salwars are forgiving in nature, it's jeans that really know how to hold a grudge. And then I waddled off quickly and I wrote it down before I would forget, and it stayed with me, and finally it became this title.
Right, Pajamas Are Forgiving. Ranveer, are your pajamas forgiving? Oh.
I'm not going to ask him how loose his drawstring is. I don't want to know.
Well, we find out. It's all allowed now. Anyway, so wonderful title. It has amazing subtext, and I read the book, and it resonates right through the narrative. Now, before I opened the book, and of course I read the first couple of pages before I did, and I read that you've dedicated this book to your mom. Now, how come? Now, I know we all dedicate things to our parents, but in this case, I know there's a reason. That's why I'm asking, because, you know, it's all about loving your parents.
No, it's not about loving my parents. And in fact, she's surprised I dedicated this book to her because she never encouraged me in anything. She's always tried to pick faults. Right in the beginning, when I first started writing columns, one of my columns became very popular, and I called her up, and I said, Mom, you know, my column is really doing well. Have you read it? And she said, no, but I wanted to tell you over dinner last night that none of your serving dishes match. So I was so pissed off with her that I said, what's the use of having you as a mother? I wish Hema Malini was my mother. At least I'd get a Kent water purifier free.
Yeah.
But on a serious note, when I look back and everything that I write about, it seems to be about women finding their place in the world, about the chafing between what a woman is and what she's meant to be. And somewhere, where is my mother?
Yeah.
And she doesn't know this story, but I think somewhere it's because I have this singular image in my head. When we were little and we moved to our grandmother's house, we all had to share a room. So my mother and my aunt would share the bed, and my sister and me had mattresses on the floor. And every morning at 5, my mom would wake up. She would put on this Jane Fonda tape. She'd put it on mute, and she would do her workout all around it. And then she would go to work. At that time, they used to do 3 shifts. And she'd come home at 9. She never complained. She always had a smile. And for me, I think it was very clear at that point that a woman doesn't have to rely on anyone besides herself. And that men were okay. It was, you know, enjoyable to have them, like a dessert, but they were certainly not the main course. And
Well, we differ, but anyway.
yeah, well, yeah. I think for you also they're dessert, definitely not the main course. But
Anyway.
having said that, I think that's pretty much defined my whole life, because I had this unique vantage point looking up from this mattress at this creature in a pink leotard with matching sweatbands. And she set the bar so high that I've spent my whole life reaching for it. So that's why this book and everything else I've written should be dedicated to her.
It's wonderful. Well, there you managed that. With that moment, you emerged great daughter. You've been a great wife that I've seen at close quarters myself, a great columnist, and now a great writer. And more than anything else, you're also a feminist icon. Now, how did that movement really shape itself?
Have you rehearsed these questions?
No, no, I have not. This is how I conduct my life. I ask people questions and they answer them. That's pretty much what I do.
You had a lot of practice.
You must remember, I spend my life being a question mark. All I want to be is an exclamation mark.
Okay.
That was a bad quote, sorry.
It was, yeah, okay, you were saying. I'm definitely a feminist, but I don't know
But an icon at that.
But I mean, no, I find the word icon itself slightly troublesome. I mean, look at it. If you say icon, it's basically I'm conning you, right? So anyone who's put on a pedestal is in a dangerous position, because these are very narrow, elevated spaces. One little dance, one drunken jig, and off you fall. So I'm not any sort of icon. I'm just somebody who does my work, and I walk quietly on the ground, with my feet firmly there.
So you wouldn't say it's lonely at the top?
No, because I'm not at the top. You're at the top, or are you at the bottom? I'm not sure.
How is this becoming about me? I really want to know. When did this happen? Thank you. Just because your title has pajamas in it doesn't mean you take mine off.
I'm not taking yours off. I'm just saying. It just came to my head. I'm sorry.
Yeah, lots of these thoughts only come to your head when I'm sitting next to you.
I love you.
Oh, okay, I love you too. Okay, now when I read the book, what struck me as a filmmaker is that this is tremendous, and I really mean this. This is tremendous potential for digital material, for cinema material. It has amazing development of character. It has a fast, speedy narrative. It also has an interval point. There is a juncture that has a midpoint, and that's pretty much the prerequisite of mainstream cinema and therefore any kind of digital content. Now, was this ever a thought like other authors amongst you who actually write for film and cinema, or this is something that you don't mind being an upside?
So can I let you know, it's not really a secret. My bio in Times of India says that I'm trying to change my name to Chaitali Bhagat so that all my columns become movies.
So are you in two states of mind about that?
No, but I'm not in two states of mind at all. That was a good one. I must give you that. I don't really write for movies. Salam Noni Appa became a play, and that just happened. When I wrote Muruganantham's story, we were all very clear that this was something very urgent, and it was something that really needed to be made. People had to see it, and so Balki wrote that beautifully and made that movie. I don't think there's an end goal that everything has to happen and end up making, you know, cinema. I'm happy if it's just a book, people like it, and that's it.
And you're not in the number game, like you knew how many books you sold.
Of course I'm in the number game.
Okay,
I have to be number one, at least in what I do. Because I had no chance of doing that in acting, so I was like number 101, and there were only 80 people. so in this game, yeah, I do want to be number one. I also want to sell more than all the men, because right now all the highest sellers are men, and we haven't been able to break that glass ceiling, and I'm going to break that.
And do you get any kind of, and this is something I know because as filmmakers we get that level of anxiety when our product is